I'll never forget the moment I found myself standing in an airport, my stomach in knots and my bank account showing a sad zero balance. I had just gotten off a 14-hour flight and I was supposed to be in paradise. But instead, I was stranded in a foreign country with no way to get home, no money left to eat, and no idea what to do next. I was supposed to be on the trip of a lifetime, exploring new places, taking off bucket list items, living that Instagram dream. But life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. It started with a simple mistake. I miscalculated the exchange rate, overspent on a few souvenirs, and suddenly I was out of cash. No big deal, right? I thought I could just use my card to cover it. But of course, my card was declined. And then, when I tried calling the bank to figure out what was going on, the connection was awful. My phone wouldn't work right, and I couldn't get through. It was as if the universe was conspiring against me. But the real gut punch came when I went to the ATM for what felt like the 100th time, and it ate my card. I was stuck. I couldn't get any money out, couldn't access anything. And no, I hadn't set up my emergency travel funds like I should have. I started panicking. I've always been someone who prides themselves on being independent, self-reliant. And now I was realizing I might have made one of the biggest travel mistakes I'd ever made. I was terrified I might be stuck in this airport overnight. Or worse, miss my flight home. I thought, what do I do now? How do I fix this? I remember just standing there, feeling completely lost, trying to keep it together. Then I remembered something, the travel insurance I'd bought just before I left. Honestly, I didn't give it much thought when I bought it. I just knew I had to have it because, everyone says you need it. But I wasn't really sure what it covered. I mean, who reads the fine print, right? But in that moment, I took a deep breath and called the insurance company, not expecting much. To my surprise, the agent on the other end of the line was so kind, so calm. It was like she could sense the panic in my voice. She helped me get connected with someone who could send an emergency cash transfer, and they even arranged for a hotel voucher for me that night. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. Here I was, thinking I was out of luck, when all of a sudden, I was getting the help I desperately needed. And you know what? That's when I realized just how invaluable travel insurance can be. It wasn't just about the money. It was about peace of mind. It was the feeling of having someone on the other side, ready to help when things go horribly wrong. Because let's face it, life doesn't always go as planned. Things happen. We get sick, flights get delayed, cards get eaten by machines. And that's when you really need that backup, the kind of support that makes all the difference. So I'll admit, I was lucky that day. But after that experience, I promised myself I would never travel again without travel insurance. Now, I've found something I trust, something I actually use and recommend to anyone who asks Auras.insure. It's not one of those insurance companies that just throws you a policy and forgets about you. They're genuinely there when you need them most. I'm not saying this as an ad, just as someone who's been there. I'm telling you, if you're traveling, this is the kind of insurance you want. It's been a lifesaver for me, and I don't take that lightly. So, if you're about to go on your next adventure, maybe give them a look. Trust me, you'll feel a lot more at ease knowing you've got that safety net in place. And who knows? Maybe you'll never need it. But if you do, I promise you'll be grateful it's there.